You know, gut health, it sounds so medical and complicated, right? But what if I told you it's not really about complex science? It's actually a core part of your daily well-being. And the best part is, you are totally in control. So let's dive into a super practical guide to help you feel your absolute best. So let me ask you, does any of this sound familiar? That feeling of being bloated, just tired all the time, maybe a little moody for no good reason? It's so easy to just blame it on stress or a bad night's sleep. But what if there's something else going on?
Well, it turns out these aren't just random, annoying things you have to put up with. They are actual signals, important messages from this incredibly intelligent system inside you. Your body is really trying to tell you something.
So what is it trying to say? More often than not, it's telling you that your gut might just be overloaded. Let's break down what that actually means. Just take a look at this list. I mean, do any of these hit home for you? That feeling in the morning where you just don't feel, fully empty? Or that gassy, uncomfortable feeling after you eat beans or dairy? And what about that post-lunch energy crash? That's a big one. Or maybe it's your skin breaking out, or just feeling off emotionally. We tend to just brush these things off, but really they're classic signs that your gut is just completely overworked. See, your gut isn't just some passive pipe. Think of it more like a bustling city, an ecosystem filled with trillions of organisms working around the clock. But when we keep throwing processed foods, a ton of stress, and a chaotic eating schedule at it, well, that system gets overwhelmed, and eventually it starts to break down. But here's the absolute best part, the most important thing to hear today. Your gut is designed to heal itself. It is not permanently broken. All it really needs is a little break, the right kind of fuel, and a bit of routine to get right back on track. And that is exactly where this 4-step gut reset comes in. Now, don't think of this as some restrictive diet. It's more like a conscious pause, a short-term break that's all about calming things down, fighting inflammation, and helping your body find its natural balance again.
The whole protocol is actually pretty simple. First, we're going to take out the stuff that's causing all the irritation. Then we'll start adding in the good things like fiber and lots of water. After that, it's time to bring in the good bacteria to repopulate. And finally, the last step is all about getting your gut to run on a predictable, happy schedule.
So, step 1 is all about giving your gut a much-needed rest for the first 2 days. We're temporarily saying goodbye to the usual suspects: dairy, gluten, processed junk, and all that sugar. And instead, we're bringing in gentle, easy-to-digest foods like lightly cooked veggies, simple lentils, and soothing herbal teas. The whole point here is just one thing: calm the inflammation. Okay, on to step 2. As we start adding more fiber to help, clean everything out, there is one golden rule you have to remember. It's simple. High fiber equals high water. Seriously, if you load up on fiber without drinking enough water, it can backfire big time. It basically turns into a sort of cement in your gut. So staying hydrated isn't just a suggestion here. It is absolutely essential. All right, now for my favorite part. Step 3, rebuilding your inner garden. Once things are calm and clean, it's time to bring back the good guys, the good bacteria. We're talking about natural, probiotic-rich foods. Think homemade yogurt or other fermented foods. And please, stay away from those sugary probiotic drinks you see in stores. They can often cause more problems than they solve. And that brings us to step 4, which is all about routine. This is a simple but powerful truth. Your gut has its own internal clock, and it absolutely loves a schedule. When you eat at all sorts of random times, it confuses your digestive system and can make it weaker over the long run. So, consistency is a total game changer. Look, a short reset is amazing for getting you started, but the real win is long-term health, right? So let's go over 7 really powerful rules that will help you keep that progress going so your gut can truly thrive. Okay, first up is rule number 1. This one is so simple, so visual, and it works. Eat a rainbow. It's that simple. If your plate is always just brown and white, you're only feeding a tiny little fraction of your gut microbes. All those different colors you see in fruits and vegetables, they represent different nutrients that feed different families of good bacteria. So if you can aim for at least 3 different colors with every meal, you'll be on your way to a diverse and very happy gut. Okay, moving on to rule number 2. And this one is all about how you kick off your day. Please, whatever you do, do not skip breakfast. I know it's tempting to just run out the door and grab a coffee later, but that's a huge shock to your digestive system. You want to gently wake it up with something light and warm, ideally within 30 to 40 minutes of waking up.
And for rule number 3, we've got a really easy formula to remember for the end of your day.
I want you to remember the golden night formula: warm, light, and fresh. Our digestion naturally slows down in the evening. So throwing a cold, raw salad or a heavy, greasy meal at it late at night, that's just asking to wake up feeling bloated and gross. Now, the next few rules are just as important for making this stick. Rule 4 is huge. Try to eat home-cooked food 90% of the time. That way you control what goes in. Rule 5, eat your fruit by itself, as a snack, not with your big meals. This helps avoid that gassy, fermented feeling. And Rule 6 is easy. Just get a daily dose of natural probiotics in there. Something like homemade yogurt is perfect.
Which brings us to our final rule, number 7. And honestly, this might be the most important one of all. And it's definitely the one we ignore the most. We're talking about your gut's emotional health. This is that hidden, powerful link between your brain and your belly that we just cannot afford to overlook anymore. I absolutely love this way of thinking about it. Your gut really is an emotional sponge. Every little bit of stress, anxiety, or rushing around you do, it just soaks it right up. So is it any surprise that when your mind is in chaos, your gut is too?
The fix for this isn't complicated, I promise. It's about consciously telling your nervous system to chill out. Just 10 minutes of slow, deep breathing every day. Try eating a meal in silence without your phone for once, or taking a gentle walk with some music after dinner. These little things send a powerful message of calm and safety from your brain straight to your gut.
You know, when you boil it all down, it's really about one thing: respect. I'm not talking about respect for some fad diet or expensive supplement. I'm talking about respecting the incredibly smart system that's working so hard for you 24/7. The moment you start treating your gut with a little kindness, you will be blown away by how fast things can change.